Actually enjoyed. I haven't enjoyed scaling a versus matchup as much as I did this one in a long time. This was a really fun video to research. New 52 Sinestro is one of my favorite runs I've ever read. It was amazing. If you haven't read it, go read it. His solo run was godly. And I'm enjoying Super, reading through the Super manga. I found out there's some differences between the anime and manga, so I'm going to have to go back and watch the anime later, but Frieza's always been one of my favorite characters. I grew up with Frieza. He was like the villain in my childhood that I remembered, because I remember him shooting the hell out of Krillin and killing him instantly when I was a kid, and I thought it was hilarious. So we have two of my favorite villains clashing together before the new year. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and break down the battle. Go ahead and hit the like button. I hope you enjoy this, and let's begin. First up, we have Golden Frieza. Now, Frieza, of course, his story, he is a being who basically set out to conquer the universe. During his time, he ran into Goku and died, went to hell, attained new power because plot, all that. But all seriousness, Frieza's a lot more impressive of a character than I see people give him credit for. In the Super manga, Beerus actually found it really impressive that Goku beat Frieza. He had a high opinion of Frieza, so Frieza is not one to play with. Now, going over his attack potency or strength, I believe it is multiversal range, at least by the Broly movie. He easily scales to, and perhaps even above, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Now, keep in mind, I haven't read all the guidebooks and stuff, so I'll go back and read those later, but I'm just giving my scaling based off reading the primary source. From what I've seen, Goku with red hair was easily Universal Plus, no doubt, given he constantly trained post-Buu arc for Buu Plus level threats. In the manga, he verbatim says that he's been training ever since Z because he was scared someone like Buu would come back. So he's constantly been on the grind. So I believe his peak should at least be decently above Buu by that time. That's a reasonable assumption. So peak Goku prior to obtaining God Ki, in my opinion, was probably already above Universal. Even if Red was only 25 to 50 times above, for those that like to lowball Dragon Ball, you must see that eventually you hit Multiversal, because the multipliers do stack on. Goku absorbs God Ki into his base. This is explicitly stated in the manga. I don't know about the anime. But yeah, Frieza scales at least to the Goku Blue. That's significantly stronger than the Goku Blue we originally saw. His forms get stronger throughout Super because he trains and refines them. It's a whole new type of ki he has to master. So he does get stronger, and because Frieza scales to that, I gotta give him Multiversal. Plus, when he powered up, his raw power from powering up to Golden Frieza pushed back Broly, which is very impressive. So I am confident he's at least in the multiversal range. Now, when we go over speed, I give him massively faster than light. These characters in his tier can casually cross universes in moments. At this point, I think calling Fast and Light, Dragon Ball Fast and Light, because there's that one statement in the Tournament of Power, I just think that's stupid. Like, you're just being ignorant at that point. While I do make fun of the Dragon Ball fan base a lot, I do think a lot of other people in the community lowball Dragon Ball. I really do. And his speed is massively fast and light. You could also argue inaccessible if you wanted, because of fighting in a timeless area. It depends on what meta you want to go with. For durability, I think Frieza's actually scales above his AP by a little bit. He took an ass whooping from Broly for over an hour. He just had to sit there and take it. He even took a significant amount of beating in his base form, and then he turned into Golden Frieza. So his durability is ridiculous, plus he has regen if he really gets hurt. Intelligence-wise, while he is cunning, Frieza is more known for just functioning off trolling and being ruthless. If he can trick you, he will. However, he constantly does go for kills in character and will blow you and your people up if he smells a loss incoming. Finally, Going over hacks, Frieza has very good ki manip. In fact, early on in Super, I thought it was very impressive what I was seeing from him, because he didn't train very long, and he not only obtained a new form, became massively stronger, because he was in one of the first arcs of Dragon Ball, and then he comes back to Super and he's fighting God tier. Like, it didn't make sense, but they explain his potential is crazy, and him being in Hell significantly boosted his ability to control his ki, which helps him get stronger. He has telepathy, telekinesis, energy blasts, telekinetic blasts, telekinetic energy shields as well. These actually scale above Blue Goku's, because we saw against Broly, Goku was struggling to block the blast, and Frieza casually threw up a shield. He has precog and very good sensory, transformations and rage amps, teleportation, regeneration, one of the more skilled fighters in his verse, and insane potential that allows him to get stronger insanely quick, which I already went over how he seems to just power up way faster than a majority of the characters. Moving on, we are going to go over Sinestro. Sinestro is the leader of the Yellow Lantern Corps, the Corps powered by the emotion of fear. No doubt, Sinestro is the GOAT of the Yellow Lanterns, and was also a prestigious Green Lantern at one point in time. Now, in terms of AP, Sinestro, like Golden Frieza, is also comfortably into the multiversal ranges. When serious, Sinestro in the New 52 was capable of defeating all of the Yellow Lanterns if he needed to. He faced off with their strongest at the time, completely thrashed him, and then the rest of the Lanterns bowed down because they realized even if they came together, they couldn't beat him. He was just too strong. He power amped beings like Superman and Wonder Woman and blatantly scaled above them, and this was shown when the Paling invaded the universe and started spreading nothingness, and he had to come save Earth. And he did amp characters like Superman, Wonder Woman, and even Black Adam, and it was crazy. He can ragdoll, parallax, and has dominance over the entity throughout the entire run. This is a being who is made up of all of the hate that exists in the multiverse. So basically, fear. Whoa, I almost butchered that. Anyways, if there is any fear from any sentient being anywhere, Parallax will exist. And this boy, Sinestro, beats up Parallax, bullies him, and controls him. It's pretty insane. He also beat up Mongol with less than 10% of his power, and Mongol can easily square off with Superman. Sinestro also murdered Guardians of the Universe, and he overpowered Hal Jordan easily, and even one-shot him by using Parallax. Speed, similar to Frieza, he's massively faster than light and even inaccessible consistently. Sinestro can combat beings that can fly through the multiverse pretty casually. He has traveled and fought in timeless realms. For the Dragon Ball fans that are curious to the comparison for the speed metas, if anything, Sinestro should consistently be one of the faster characters in DC due to him being above Superman and Black Adam and blitzing characters they struggle with. Durability, and of course, by the way, that's referring to New 52 only, not the other stuff. Durability wise, his durability scales to his AP and maybe a little bit above. He also has shown he can take quite a hit from characters outside of his bracket when he took a hit from Highfather, who is Darkseid's new god rival. Not only did he take a hit though, this Highfather had control of the life equation from the source. So it's pretty insane. He pulled up on him, talked crap, got hit, and survived. Intelligence-wise, he's one of the smartest characters in comics. I think he's super underrated for intelligence. He outwitted and won a war against the new gods. These are beings that exist outside of time and space. He defeated the Pale Bishop and their armies when all of the other heroes failed to have a winning strategy. Throughout his whole run, Sinestro outsmarted everyone, and even for a period of time, it almost seemed like he was even above characters like Batman, who we know with prep is ready for everything and is insanely intelligent. So yeah, he's very smart. Hacks, he has obviously energy manip, fear manip, and he uses the emotion of fear to create hard-like constructs. He has mind hacks, fear hacks as well, basically empathic attacks, blasts and constructs, sealing hacks that scale to parallax level threats. He showed he can seal parallax in his ring inside him, and he even sealed parallax to a planet. He also has energy shields and auto defenses. He can scan enemies for instant scouting reports and can amp himself, calling upon the fear everywhere, including his own internally. The more scared he is of losing, Sinestro can strengthen, as he showed when he went against the Pale Bishop in their soul/mind battle. So, how do I see this fight playing out? First of all, people really undersell Golden Frieza. When I posted that I was going to do this battle, a lot of people were like, oh, Sinestro stomps. A lot of comic fans seem to ignore consistency and take the higher ends. Consistently, this isn't a blowout. But here's the case. I think it would start out as a slugfest, and they're each going to hold their own. No one getting a real true advantage in a physical fight. I think they're both incredibly skilled as fighters, and it's just going to drag on. Frieza will get stronger. I think at that point, Sinestro starts using hacks. And Frieza's fear of losing, not being strong enough. He's shown this before, and he's lashed out by trying to blow everything up because he thought he was going to lose. I believe Sinestro would play upon that, take advantage of that. He's manipulated characters that literally exist outside of time and space, and he would amp himself and probably force Frieza to try to suicide bomb. And when Frieza tries it, Sinestro could easily tank the blast, stop the blast, contain the blast, even BFR it if he needs to. In the end, because of hacks, I believe that is fully what separates it for Sinestro. Worst case, if Golden Frieza started getting the advantage in the physical stuff, he could seal him. He's shown he easily sealed. He sealed multiple times with Parallax. And if he can seal Parallax, he can easily seal a character like Golden Frieza. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'm looking forward to having more Super on this channel. I'm looking forward to more battles. I'm also next week going to try out a new practice where I try to cover topics related to a certain verse for a week at a time. Next week, we will be debuting JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Stay tuned for that. Anyways, guys, it's been your favorite villain. Thank you for tuning in. Happy New Year, and I will see y'all later. Peace.